This conference will now be recorded.
Hey guys, good evening. Last class we discussed about the CloudWatch, right? And we are set up for dashboard. We have seen a couple of metrics, okay? And how to create a graph, how to create a dashboard and dashboard advantages, okay? All things we are discussing. Today we are going to discussing about the CloudWatch, like a sending a like a server logs to the CloudWatch log store. Now yesterday we tried, we got issue like something. No, I forgot like how to set up this and all. Even I didn't get exact document for that. Yesterday I didn't find out that right. That's the reason we got the issue. Now even today I'll try this. We are using for the same mission and we are attached the role and all yesterday class. Okay, same thing. The same role which I'm going to show you again. This is the mission we do and the CloudWatch role we are already. Okay, that's fine. And let me show the CloudWatch here one more time. Fine. Come on. Okay. Now see this logs, right? When you go for logs, if you don't have anything, you will get like a okay, you log groups or logs inside or something like that. And come back here. Here we will go for directly for the particular path here. Let me go for log inside this. Else I will you can Google for CloudWatch quick start. Okay, CloudWatch quick start. Okay, let me go for this document and the one is enough. Start going the official document report this. Let me go back here. And basically this is the different agent we installed yesterday, manual agent. Okay, that agent is not required to push this log. Okay, now see this document. Let me close this function. Come down here. Come down here. Come down here. We already attached this policy, and that we already attached the role. That's done. And this one. This is the agent. Okay, the AWS log package. This is recommended method to installing AWS log from a Linux instance. Okay. Now the next after this we need to go back here, and the next we need to be install this for this instance. Let me connect the instance first. Okay, let me connect the instance, and before going to push the log, even I'm trying to show like what are the log groups already there here. Let me open the log group. Don't think about this existing one. For you guys, it's an empty one. Okay, I have done for the couple of here like as DynamoDB stuff and then Lambda functions and all. Don't think all of it. Okay, don't think all of this log group. Remove all. Don't remember all things. Okay, this is for my ECS cluster logs and all those things which I showed in the real-time project. Right? That time it was created. Remember things. All this will be done by the Lambda functions. Don't think like this is the 3 plus 3. Totally 6 log groups is there. It's not for retarding for my AWS instance logs. Now think now it's a 6. Totally 6 log groups are there. That's not related to this what we are discussing now. Okay. I connected the instance. Now the next what I do, I'm going to install this AWS log. Okay, it's already installed. Then after this, we need to start this server. If you are AWS AML NX mission, we need to use this. I trying this yesterday night. Even I didn't go for down at least one step back. Okay, once it is start, okay, then and even though we can go check here. First of all, nothing to above this configuration file to modify, and here it will be configured something like this. Sudo vi. Now you need to change for your region. By default is the North Virginia region is there. Okay, like as not original reason, like as AP, not AP, like as US East 1. Okay, now instead of that, we need to be changed to the our region. By default is the US East 1 will come. We need to change to the which region you want to be pushed. That is, I changed to the my like as AP South 1 region. That's what I changed. And the next after that, I start the CloudWatch agent server. Okay, this is the way we need to be start the CloudWatch agent. Okay, once it is done, then we can go for check this. This is the path where we'll be store this. Let me on this back automatically check chconfig. Now it's automatically sudo chconfig log. Not showing this. Option check this where log file and all. AWS and this also run the following command to AWS log service to each system boot. What is showing this? Error reading information service AWS log. No such error directly. Okay, that's fine. Leave it about this. Now that down one need to use the AML. Okay, can use this command. Okay, for like as both those purpose. This AML is a different than this. Okay, the next go and check this. Go and check the CloudWatch, and there is no here the 6, right? Just refresh once, and it will be very easy to finding the logs and then troubleshoot the logs and all. Now see here where log message. This is the message where we'll get the logs here. How we know, sir? This is the path for this. Now basically, if you go back here, okay, go back here. Let's see here. Open this file. Sudo va this path. Okay, where we already have this. And even you can see like as what is the log file path and all they show for this. Okay, this is the file where log message. Okay, even if you want, you can change this and the format and everything. Any changes or configuration there. If you want, you can come back and modify it again. Okay, group name and all, anything you want to change, you can come back and you can modify this file. If you're not modifying, by default is that where log, and then this is the path message path will be shown. If you go here, and then there is a lot of logs will be storing here, and based on the time and all, you can see here this is the instance ID for which instance is pushing the log. Open this instance and it will show this is UTC time based, and check for the logs here, and even we can this is the system logs where we are sending this. Okay, now if you get any error, like we can easily like query things here. If you get anything errors or anything issue message, okay, and maybe failure or anything, any error message or something like this, you will get like anything. Okay, if any fail like as CloudWatch agent service fail, this is yesterday log sequence. This is yesterday log sequence. We need to agent CloudWatch agent service. There's a lot of logs are there. Okay. Now this is the way we can push to the our like server logs to the CloudWatch. Okay, you can change for log group or anything, and then you must have installed the this is the agent. I missed this yesterday. Okay, this is the AWS logs is the agent. Okay, I'm sharing this document. Just have a look for this. Even you can bookmark or you can note this on there to push the logs to the register. This is what I'm trying to show. And then one more thing here is there is a couple of options are there here. We'll use this rules under the next when we do the lambda function. We'll see the hands on this also. Okay, and you can see this rules events also we'll discuss later. Even service map trace, even I never used a container inside researchers performance mounting. I never all these options I never used. Okay, that is the one thing. And dashboard we already seen, log group we can see, and the metrics is also new option. It's a new one, new feature it is. You can see here the sub part we have done this, right? You can check this. Instead of going there directly, we can dashboard and even you can see the metrics here. And the event rules and all, we'll discuss this later. Okay. Like as if you want to set up a cron job in AWS, like as you want to run some lambda function on a particular time. We want to trigger a lambda function on a particular time and all. How we can do this is a lambda, like as these rules are very important for us. Okay. To run a cron job kind of thing. We'll do this in a lambda function. Like for example, let's say on real scenario, I want to start my instance on like as morning 8 a.m. and I want to stop my instance on the 8 p.m. like as office hours only want to be run that instance. And remaining like as it, I don't want to run the weekends. Okay, Saturday, Sunday, I don't want to run this instance because of for saving purpose, it will be helpful for this. Not only Lambda function, there is a one new feature there. EC2 lifecycle something. There is a one new options we came back here. Even that is also we can do. But even we can return for the Lambda functions very nicely for yourself because of you will get to know like as all which instance you want to start and stop. Like as what is the running are there like as particular reason all the servers you want to stop, get the information about running instances, stop that instances using the Boto 3 API, we can do that also. Okay, I'll show that. Even I have some real script. I'll do and I'll execute in the weekend. Okay, this Saturday asking I'm going to take this class. Okay, I guess most of the people are preferring the morning time. Okay, in Saturday, I'll let you know timing and like as those guys are really waiting. Only one class is pending. They are asking every day. Okay, that I'll take definitely. Last couple of weeks I was busy, and this Saturday definitely I'll take at any cost. Okay, that lambda function, these rules that day I'll show you. Okay, fine, that is it. And the next topic will go for like as a load balancer. Load balancer. Load balancer will go for application load balancer, network load balancer, and the next what is the other one? Some legacy load balancer that I forgot that. What is that? Go for load balancers here. First of before coming to the load balancers, first of all we need to understand the like as vertical scaling and horizontal scaling and those critical concepts first. Let's go for the purpose of load balancer, then go for the network load balancer and those things. Okay. Create load balancer. Now this application load balancer, network load, classic load balancer. Classic load balancer. It's a deprecated one. Okay. Fine. It's a old one. Even we'll see that differences also. First of all, any questions guys till now? Any questions? When you think about here. Guys, any questions?
Madhu, just a question. In the interview, they ask the question regarding setup for load CloudWatch, or like how to set up how you are setting up your CloudWatch in your environment? Such kind of question can they ask?
Maybe, may not be. Okay, like as that based on he's using for his mounting setup and all. Yes, we must do, right? Even we do with this using the I do for using for not manually. The dashboard we create manually, but setting alarms, all those things, and metrics, all those things we are creating through the Terraform itself. Like as if you, for example, let's say you are deploying one container, for example, let's say in ACS, and if you're deploying well container, you want to be specified like as when you want to creating for like as alerts, okay, like CP2 legislation, what is the target threshold value you need to be set up, and all those things we have to set up. We return for one metric for that, and we are setting that alert. Okay, if you're reaching for the container 80% CP2, we'll get a mail notification, something like that. We'll get a one topic, and that metric will be pushed to the topic. The topic we are register with the some subscribers for that. You will understand that later. The what is a subscriber, how we'll get this alert to mail or something like that. I'll show like once we integration is done, this application load balancer, all those things, we'll understand that. Okay, but we'll set up that. We'll set up what through the Terraform code. If you are using CloudWatch, if you're not using CloudWatch, that's not required for this. Okay, understand? Even I already shown for the real time concept base. Even I'll show the one more day for you guys also. Okay, how to set up our CloudWatch and auto scaling using the Terraform also.
Okay.
Okay, like same like as even if you go for CloudWatch, if you want to can get this, like this is a metrics will come by automatically. Okay, even if you want to set up a custom metrics and all, I'll show this to the Terraform. Okay, I'll show that.
Okay, like the process will remain same for each environment. Like if we go to any company, like the process for uh, setting up the CloudWatch will be same, right?
Obviously, dude. Okay, there's no difference for this one. Anything the dashboard is same, and then even the like as what are the metrics, the default metrics which I show, this is also same.
Mhm.
If any custom metrics are there, you need to return for any SDK API or Boto3 or like as Lambda function or something like that. Boto3 means we are using for Lambda function only. Like as any like as other like a Java or AWS CLI, your wish, okay, based on your preferable, you can use the particular language to
So
custom metrics.
they are putting the script in JSON format only, right?
Which
If they have to put a customized script, so
No,
that can
that
be
script
with.
not in the Lambda, like as a Python, maybe maximum Python they are going to use. Okay. Python is the like Moto3. Okay, Moto3 API is
Mm,
there. Okay, this is the API. I'll show this. Okay, just wait for a couple of days. Maybe Saturday I'll show like as what is this API Moto3 and how we can use for CloudWatch metrics and all. When you can check for this, you will understand like as CloudWatch Moto3 API. Like as even not only this, I'll show this through the Terraform. Okay, like as Terraform can be tabbed in this, like AWS, you can resources, you can create that. I'll show this instead of manually. This is automation infrastructure as a code will for this. The client we need to be specified. You can read, even you know that little bit Python like as objects and creation and all those things, right? And see the
mhm.
function, what is the return value of this and all everything. You'll understand this. Okay.
Okay.
Check for this document for this more information about the API. Clear, guys? Yeah, we do. We like as even completely I'm using for CloudWatch only for monitoring purpose. Okay. Any question, guys? I'll go for another topic. Okay. Okay. First of all, let's go for scalability and high availability. So, what is the scalability? What is the scalability will come to the picture. For example, let's say when something reach to the your threshold. For example, let's say today your application is accessing the 10 people, and tomorrow maybe 100 people are accessing. Now, what are the deployment application you done today? It's not enough for the when you are some more people are accessing your application. If you're accessing the multiple people, more people are to get a more request to your application, what will happen? There is a chance to your application goes down, right? That scenario will come to the scalability. Like as if there's something based on your like a threshold, like as based on your input, based on your high frequency will come to your system, then you need to be increased automatically. Like as once you reach the particular threshold, let's increase one more. If you reach some threshold, let's increase some more. Like that. That is the scalability will come. Like high availability means, like for example, in case like let's take a data center scenario. Okay, like as available zones. Okay, in the one available in our in why the AWS guys will set up for multi-AG setup for any environment. Like as in the one region they take, at least they should be maintain the two available zones. Why they are maintaining for two available zones means even one AG will be failed, there is another AG will be working on that particular region. Okay, if you go for any region, they must have the two available zones they will set up. They must be set up the minimum two. Okay, they are the maximum the six also is there, but minimum must be there with the two available zones for any instance. Even if you guys are observe or not, let me show one more time. AWS, you will see. Let me show that. If you take any region, at least you can check for the available zones. Let's say three available zones, like as three, like as any take. Yeah. Minimum, there is no maximum one. Okay, minimum two they maintain. Minimum they must maintain for two. If you see Mumbai region, they are the three available zones. It is in, I think, Hyderabad. It is Hyderabad will come in soon. Okay, there are no street right. Like as Melbourne, no soon. Like as here is the three available zones are there. Yeah, orange colors are the coming soon. Like here, at least every they are maintain the minimum two available zones here. Yeah, right. That is the mean, like as the high availability purpose, even though when we are deploying any RDS or anything, we are not creating a single AG setup. You must set up the multi-AG environment. Even one AG will goes down, we have the secondary instance should be running on the another AG will be deployed for running for our database or anything. In the database level must maintain for multi-AG setup. Even not only like as there, even we go for the like as that is about next transform. Okay, like as you must set up for this even threshold also, like as maximum storage we can use something like that to making for to the Terraform. That is another transform. Okay, something like means the multi-AG we already set up for using the like as multi. Earlier it was the only single like as AG is deployed. Now I enable for like as a simple option, like as when you go for setting multi-AG setup in RDS. Even when you go for RDS level, I'll show that what is a multi-AG setup for RDS level. Okay, like availability means like as multi-AG setup will come. Okay, how we are going to maintain for your application means we are going to deploy the same application in the multi-AG environment, like as 1A, 1B, 1C. There is 3 available zones are there, right? For in Mumbai region, the North Virginia there is 6 available zones are there. We can choose for multiple available zones like ABC, something like that. We can deploy the application the like as one container on AG, another container, another AG, another container, another AG. Even one will go down, another will be is running for us. Okay, like in the some floors or something came, then sometimes the AG disasters sometimes will happening some cases in AWS level. In that scenario, will application will be up and running without any downtime. Okay? That is the reason. Scalability means that the application system can handle that like a greater loads by adapting. That is the scaling. And there are two kind of scalability: vertical scalability, horizontal scalability. Okay, like horizontal scalability means elasticity. Okay, that scalability is like a different 2i. Okay, like first of all, let's see here vertical scalability. Vertical scalability means increasing the size of the instance. Okay, increasing the size of the instance. Like for example, your application run on the T2 micro. Scaling the application vertically means it's running increasing the size of the instance. That is for like as T2 micro to T2 large. Okay, that is for vertical scalability. Vertical scalability means like as increasing the size of the instance, that we are calling a vertical scalability. That when you come to the horizontal scalability, like as creating a multiple T2 micro instances. Okay, horizontal scalability will come to the picture. Now multiple like as instance we are going to be create the same kind of instance can be a multiple. Okay, so that is the meaning for the like as vertical scalability. Vertical scalability is very common for the non-distributed system like such as databases, elastic cache services can be scalable for this way. The vertical scalability using for these services maximum. There are used like as see they want to create a multiple databases, right? The same database will store the more like as more data you can store maximum. This is what I just shown, right? This is what earlier it was they keep it for the limited database store. What they're doing means like as remove that limited and we can keep it like as like as maximum storage which is available like as 1000 GB something like as it was there by default. We'll see like as when you go for RDS level what is the maximum storage it will be used there. There is a usually limit for how much you can vertical scale you can do for this hardware limit. Okay, we can limit this. And horizontal scalability means that increasing the number of instances. Okay, like a same like I told, right? It's a T2 micro instance that we can create a 10 micro instances if you want to increase in that way. Horizontal scaling implies the distributed system. This is very common web application deployment. It's common, right? The containers. Let's come to the container level when you go for micro system, like a micro services level. Now, if you deploy the one container, like 10 containers you deploy today, and tomorrow you may to run the 20 containers because of you are like many people are accessing your application. Okay, that will go for this level horizontal scalability. Okay, no horizontal scaling implies the display system. This is very common for web application. It is very to horizontal scale for like as this is for like as Amazon EC2, like as ECS, or those kind of like a container level. Okay, and see high availability. High availability usually goes to the hand horizontal scaling. Okay, like as maximum this go for the high availability go for comes under the higher is the horizontal scaling. Okay, maximum we use for real-time horizontal scaling only. Okay, like I said, except that elastic cache or RDS level, you can use high availability means running your application the at least 2 data centers. Okay, that's what just I discussed, right? Because of based on your available zones, one AG will go down, another AG will be up and running for us. The goal of high availability to serve to the data center loss. Okay, that's what just I discussed. The high availability can be passive for multi, like this RD or multi AG, for example. This is what I just enabled for recently. One of weekend I set up for my AG. Like I schedule the maintenance and I enable for multi AG for my all production databases. Now high availability can be active, okay, for horizontal scaling. Must be right. And high availability and scaling for EC2, like as how we can do, like simply we can see here what is the meaning of vertical scaling, increasing the instance as scale up or scale down. T2 micro, this is the like as will go. And if you want to increasing this, we can maintain for the this much RAM and CPU for max. This from to maximum is available until this 12.3 TB of RAM, and then 448 or VCP4 we have maximum is there. Horizontal scaling increasing the number of instances. Okay, that is scaling scale out. Okay, horizontal scaling will come to the picture like as when you come to the auto scaling concept that we'll discuss. And the next load balancer concept, the horizontal scaling, where we are going to use vertical scaling. The maximum will go for like as RDS and all those things. Okay, this is the concept will come to the horizontal scaling. Okay, application load balancer and auto scaling groups will come under the which topic? Horizontal scaling, not for the vertical scaling. Remember, this is very, very important point. Okay. Okay, these two concepts will come to the same horizontal scaling only. First, we'll discuss about the load balancer. Later, we'll discuss about the auto scaling. Okay, and then high availability means run the instance for the same application of multi-age. Okay, load balancer, multi-age. We'll set up this multi-age load balancer and how can I set up? We'll do hands-on. What is the load balancer? Load balancer is served to the forward the like internet traffic multiple servers here. We already done with the manually also. Even Nginx we are using at the load balancer. We are deploying the multiple containers and we are pointing to the Nginx load balancer and we hit the load balancer URL, then it will redirect to the your request to the same. Instead of doing manually, even AWS guys will be providing this service to making for your application will be running for like as backend and then point out to the single point to the where we are running multiple applications. We can hit the load balancer URL. Load balancer URL will give the response for us. Okay. Now this load balancer URL again pointing to the road 53, like using the CNAME. Then we can use our own domain name with pointing to the load balancer URL. Then you can point out that it will load balancer will give the where we are exactly need to be reached IP or like server IP or it will go client will go and hit the application. It will get the response for that. That is for route 53 setup. But anyway, we'll do the later route 53. We had another project for route 53. Docker application or everything using HTTPS or setup. All the things we do this one time. I already done for one webinar. Even we do one more time. Okay. That's what where we come to this picture like load balancer level. Why use the load balancer? You see here. Spread the across the multiple downstream instances, expose a single point of access, DNS, seamless handle and failure of downstream instances. So like as what happened if 10 containers are running, for example, let's say we point out the single application. Like as one of the container goes down, it won't send the request to that container. It will go for a command like as running containers will be taken care of. That one container goes down, it want to create a 10 containers again. The auto scaling will come to the picture on this scenario. Okay, you want to create one more. Okay, sir, why we need to auto scaling, sir? We already have the setup in the Kubernetes. The Kubernetes have the replica set and all those things. Right? That is for your deployment method. This is for your application accessing level. Okay, that UI like this will take care of this. Even this is for servers creation or containers running for anything. No, that will come to the easiest level. I'll discuss this later. Okay. Now simple like as any instance will goes down, it will create one more instance automatically using the auto scaling level. We'll do hands-on, even we will get more advanced like as do regular health check for your instance if you're running or not. It will check for regularly, and then if it is not working, it's not healthy, then it won't send the request to the other stuff. Okay, provide SSL termination, HTTP request, enforce stickiness to the cookies. We'll discuss this. What is stickiness means? Like as for example, you want to hit the particular URL only. You don't want to hit the multiple times the multiple URLs. You will get a fast response using the stickiness. This is the hands-on. Available like as high available across the zone, separate public traffic for private traffic. Like as path URL and then query URL. Okay, the load balancer application load balancer provide the different features for us. Okay, like as query base rewrite the request and the path parameters, like as parameters based we can search it, domain based we can send the request, we can send the different here using the application load balancer. Why use the EC2 load balancer? Let's see here. EC2 load balancer can be managed for the load balancer. You can guarantee it will be working. AWS take care upgrading maintenance for high availability. AWS provide for only few configuration knobs. just a single settings, okay, just settings instead of installing software and all. It costs less the setup your load balancer, but it will be effort for your, like I said, it's very less cost. Okay, it will be integrated with the AWS offering the most of the services. Types of load balancer is these are three kind of load balancers: classic load balancer, application load balancer, network load balancer. Based on your usage, we can go for this. Is a old generation. It was old one. The same thing. What are the classic will do? The same thing will do application load balancer. So it was the new generation of this. Okay, it's like a network load balancer is it's a new generation for 2017. Overall, it's recommended to use the newer version for V2 version, like as this one or this one, any one of these. And when you go for the application load balancer, network load balancer, I'll say this. Okay, and you can set up for the like as internal, private, or external public ALBs. Okay, you can use for like as private purpose or like as internal purpose, external purpose also. Okay, now see here, health checks, like as health check will be checked for load balancer. This is very important for us, like as any instance will be up and running, then only it will be send a request to the particular, it will go for health checks at a particular time period, it will be set up. We'll see that hands-on also, what is the meaning of health check to set up. Okay, if it is particular time will be request like a 3 times or 4 times or 5 times based on your settings. It will hit that many times, then only it will get a confirmation like as your instance is running. Okay, instance is working. If it is sometimes it's scheduled, after it will be hit the 3 times, it get a confirmation it will be unhealthy of your instance. Don't send a request to the particular instance or anything. Okay, let's see this. And application load balancer means this is a very important. Classic one we never go for this. Classic one is the deprecated one, and even so, what are the class like as this is for HTTPS request will be forwarding for us. And this application load balancer is the layer 7 protocol it will be used. Okay, like a layer 7 like as in the architecture of networking. Okay, and the load balancer is a multiple HTTP applications across the multiple missions, and it will be the load balance multiple applications the same mission. Load balancing on the routing URL, and the next load balancing you can use host name and URL. And basically this type of awesome like microservices containers based we can go for this as a port mapping, like as dynamic mode port mapping we can do using this application load balancer. The main thing is like as here is that we can do for the multiple load balancing the like as just I told, right, URL based or host name based or something like that. We'll do Hanson, you will get to more clear this. Okay, this stickiness, and see here ALB support for HTTP HTTPS based socket protocol. It's a very important exam question also. Okay, like as ALB support for HTTP HTTPS based. Okay, application the application server does not send the IP client directly, because that is a benefit of this. Network load balancer is a layer 4, and the next will be dropping the TCP request. It will be follow the HTTP request. The main thing, if your load is very high, like as more request, now we'll go for network load balancer 11, which will follow the TCP protocol. It will work for the HTTP HTTPS protocol. That based on your requirement, you can choose for the which protocol you want to go for this. The purpose is same, like as sending a request to the running instance or anything, but based on your load, based on protocol, you can choose for the which load balancer you need to be choose that. Maximum 90% will go for application load balancer in real time. Okay, see here, even you can see the difference here. Classic load balancer support the 3 types of load balancer: application load balancer, network balancer, classic load balancer. Choose the balancer, what the purpose. See here, even you can clearly understand here. If you go for application load balancer, choose an application load balancer when you need to flexible feature to set up your web application, HTTP HTTPS topic. Okay, and the operating level of request, application load balancer, advancing routing, visibility features, targeting application and architecture, including microservices and containers. And we'll go for this. See here, HTTP HTTPS, TCP, TLS, UDP. The network load balancer, when you go for this kind of here, TLS offering the scale, centralized deployment, supporting UDP, static IP, those scenario will go for this network load balancer. This is a classic load balancer. You have an existing application running an EC2 on network, you can just find out this normal. Okay, we don't have any option for routing, and like as a path parameters, or maybe a domain name pointing URL to host name or something like that. We don't have option for this here. Listeners option we don't have here when you go for classic load balancer. Okay, maximum will go for HTTPS. Yes, here load balancer. Okay, before going to load balancer, what I do here is I'm going to creating a 2 instances. The 2 instances I'm going to be set up for my some application. Let's go for instances. Let me launch the instance here. That's clear, right? Simple understand. Like as this load balancers are three types: for application load balancer, and then network load balancer, classic load balancer. Classic load balancer is the old one, which is don't have all the things, routing stuff, and then path parameter stuff, and then URL based requesting, something like that. We don't have any option. Okay, and it will be also support for HTTP, HTTPS, even application balancer, application load balancer also it is support for HTTP, HTTPS, and then will more advanced features we have. See here, let me go back, take this. Enough, T2 method is enough, and here take a 2 instances, count 2, and here go back. I'll use a user data to install something like here, some script. That script where I have again DevOps, self nodes, AWS, some initial script, something like that, launch script. Some application I'm deploying this here while creating it. Even you can deploy for containers or whatever we done in the previous year, right? What is this? Just do this. Just HTTP I'm installing. I'm pushing this host name. What is the host name is that I'm pushing index.html file. The next I'm starting the HTTP config on means backend it will come when you're booting your instance. Some script while booting it will be installed for you this also. Instead of going login and installation, it will help for us. Yeah, this is fine. Let me allow for 80 port also. Again, we don't want to go and set up in this. That's fine. Launch it. Let's take it here. And connect up now this and launch instance. Let me make a name for this. Here, app1 up to. I know a little bit more critical knowledge. Basically, these points which I'm preparing for this this guy, Stephen Mark, while I'm preparing the exam. Okay, even that's not required for a hands-on. For more clear, when you go for interview or asking for something different between those things, even check that document. Even you have a lot of things. Okay, so just I don't want to do login this. Just go and check this server and do. You can see it's a 413 213 application is running 213 and app2. Instead of individually, we are going to add the load balancer for this. Okay, so this the application is deployed here also 213, and this is for the 458. This is like as just instead of like as HTTP page, I will go for deploying for this. Just I'm printing for this machine. Okay, just IP address of this machine, like a host name of this machines. Okay, it was running these two instances. That's fine. Now instead of we are accessing this individually, we are going to attach info in front of the load balancer of this. Let's go back to the instances. Guys, following me, right? Any questions till now? Just I create instance and then I install HTTPD, like the same what where we are done in the data level Nginx, and then deploying that HTML page. Okay, and running it through containers. Same thing we are done, right? Same thing I'm doing here with the AWS. Yes, clear? About others. What about others? Now, let me go back here. In EC2 only we have option is load balancers. Go back to this load balancers, create a load balancer, go for application load balancer. I'll go for this and give the application load balancer here. Something I'll give this JMS LB, something like that. Internet facing, not internal. Internet facing is public and private. That's what we discussed. And this is the IPv4 address only. And the next, this is the port is like as 80. A listener is that. Okay, if you want to add listener, you can add the more listeners here. Okay, any protocol you are going to do this 60, 60, right now only 80. Just close this, and now you can. This is a multi-AG setup. That's what we just discussed, right? Multi-AG means this is what we are going to be set up. Two, like as I'll select for 2 here. Okay, and the next here is the additional add-on service. Okay, create an accelerator and get a static type setup. I don't want to go for here. Like as global accelerator means it will give the more like as region based. It's a more faster based on this performance availability also. Okay, but not required for this. This is the latest feature. Okay, you can tags here. Even you can do the tags for filtering your stuff on that here. Okay, next security groups. It's got changed. If your load balancer and your not security. Okay, security groups. So which one I go for this? Default VPC group. So security group where it is. This is a target group I'm creating. Now here is it like as GMS TG target group I'm creating. Now instance only is running. IP address a lambda function to sending this request. And HTTP 80 only, like as protocol you need to be support HTTP HTTP2 protocols. Okay, and this is the latest feature gRPC is coming. Okay, this is the one of the protocol same kind of sending a okay, we'll discuss later this. Okay, right now my application are running on gRPC only. We'll discuss later when come to the picture. Okay, like difference, check the difference between the HTTP HTTP2 protocol. Okay, just even read out this, you will get more information about what is the difference between the HTTP1 and HTTP2 protocol. And there is this a root path only. I don't have any subdomains. Okay, that's fine. And check the here. Okay, like as healthy threshold 5 times. No, I'll make it a 2 times. Unhealthy threshold also I make it a 2 times. Timeout is a 5 seconds. Interval is a 30 second between that. Go for this. I'll give the like as 10 second only. And success score 200. That's fine. It won't get more time here. Even if you click this, you'll understand is the approximate time to between the health check to the interval. Okay, 5 to 30 seconds for anything. Okay, like as the number of consecutive health checks success required before considering an unhealthy target to healthy. Okay, and see here the required number of consecutive health check value required to before considering a target unhealthy. After that time, that many times only it will be considered as a healthy or unhealthy. Okay, now here. Now, what is the instance you want to be adding here? I'm going to adding this to register. Even later also we can add, we can do this. Okay, target group. Now these two instances I'm adding for my load balancer. Review on this. Now create this. Okay, close this. Global accelerator is a very important exam question. They'll ask global accelerator. Definitely there's one question will come on global accelerator. Anyway, we are not preparing for some level here. Okay, this is the load balancer URL. We got here and go and check it here. Okay, it takes a little bit time, like as a 30 into like as how many times 2 means 10 seconds, right? Into 20 seconds at least it takes time. And even though we can check it here, okay, load balancer here, right? We can check here load balancer. This is and target groups. This is the target group which we created just now. Go back to the target group, AMSTG, and see the targets here. What are the targets which we are assigning? Okay, now see this is the 2 target group which we are assigning here. Okay, and the health checks here. One more in this. Okay, then If installation, like it's doing installation, it will show the healthy, then only we can able to access the application. It take some time to affecting your load balancer. Wait for some time. It is initializing. Okay. If it is healthy, it's after some time it will healthy. It will show the healthy, or else it will show the unhealthy. Okay. Targets. Now you see it's like initial 2, it came to healthy. Just go here and then replace this. Wait for some time. Go for the security group. Here this both are one. Then module. Where is it's all by default it's allowing for all traffic. Okay. Then must we access this? Wait for some time. You see this listener, there is we can return for conditions here. Okay, if we go for 80, may not be duplicate the load balancer different. Add action. If you go for add action, forward to, fix to, return to, we can return multiple conditions here. Path based parameters are URL domain based requirement, and then query based parameters we can return here. But not use much, but still we can do for this using this listeners. Wait for some time. Should be from this time. Should be come right. 1 second. What is the season behind this? Load balances, target groups, targets. Say healthy. Health checks. Interval 10 seconds. Timeout is 2 into 10, 20 seconds. Individually is working, but load balancer after attaching your target group is not working, right? Just wait. It should be work. It should be send a request to the any one of this server actually. It's taking time. What is the reason behind this? Targets are healthy, instances are healthy. Open up to 80 port, healthy S2. Then why? Why this? Should one be is instance also running on the same region, right? It won't be the same thing. Something somewhere we missed it. What I missed it here. Everything is fine. Let me take one more. Then I get this. This now is execution of default VPC. It's fine. The setup is true. So black sticker is not very good for me. Okay, that's fine. Security group. That's fine. Instance only, 80 only, SPQ only. It's fine. It's traffic. Port is traffic. Over. Right. Traffic port only. Then use for 10 seconds. It will be very fast. Port is only. Application port is 80. That's fine. Let me create this. Let me go for this load balancer. Take this manuality. Let's see what it should be to the 503 this time. Why this is not coming to the 503? Go to the target group. New target group here. Go back edits. There is no targets here. Let me go back. Please cleanser. Earlier we are not registered. This time I register manually. Okay. That time I skip this step. It's initialization stage. Why? We use stickiness option we have. First of all, we need to execute, then only we can execute that stickiness. Or else it's a waste of the stickiness stuff. without running our applications. It should work. It's 8%. What I missed, guys? Everything is fine. What I missed? Not very. What the hell it is? It's a provisioning, still in the provisioning state. Okay, provisioning. Who are active? It is education of life. Should send this rule. Yes, I'll check and everything. Okay. It should work. All settings are correct, but somewhere some small thing is missing. I'll check and let you know. Okay. The next. Guys, what about tomorrow class? Is that fine for you guys? Yes. Small things are happening this time. Guys, are you guys there? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, Madhu.
What about tomorrow class? Is the fine tomorrow, guys? For taking class.
It's fine for me.
What about others, guys? Guys, fast. Let's say 8 people are there. Why did it shipping? Where is the missing settings here? Instance are running healthy. Even not only you, me also maybe. Actually, we have a program tomorrow for this night class. Actually. I don't know if it guys are even full mics are there, mic setup are, but I'm saying those things are there. Okay, I'll let you know. Like as even I'm even let me test this guys. Okay, let me test and I'll update you today itself. Okay, let me check this. Okay, I'll create new one. I'll show this what missing item. Okay, good. I'll show you this next class, guys. Okay. Yes. Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Bye. What is
Take
This
5 to 10
conference will
minutes.
now be recorded.
it's taking some time, guys. Okay. It's taking some time, but it's working now this time. Okay. Those guys are okay, it's taking some time. But
Although both are working now.
yeah, this is for like as one JLB and see another one. This is a JMS LB and go for other one. There is a two load balance case, right? Madhu LB. Let's check for this maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. It may take time sometime. This also should work. Okay. Simply taking time actually. That's it. I think that's what I thought actually. There is some health check time in, right? It's for conjugative time for that particular. Maybe I set up for a minute or what? With the minutes like or seconds. Health checks are there. I'll check maybe document. I can check like what the minutes or second it was. Okay. It definitely will work for after some time this also. No doubt. Okay.
We set up both the same only. So mostly like after some time it will be good.
Yes, maybe let's it after some time. I'll look into that. What is the time taking process? This is the health check timing, right? Yes, it is taking up. Wow, we'll check this. Now, if it not come now, if everything set up, this is the what time wasting for us. Even if you go for target groups, there is a health checks. Yeah. Traffic port, health check threshold. What is it to do then? Minutes or seconds is. The remember health checks. Threshold 2 times. Time out. It's a yes, seconds all right. 5 seconds only. Interval, the update amount of time between the health checks and individual targets 30 seconds. Success for here. Maybe this. Maybe we can change this. What is this? Let me change this. We are already running this right. Maybe we can change this health setting up. It is 5 seconds only, see here. But I don't know why this time taking this process. This much now we can do for 2 seconds. Just make it 2 seconds. And this make it for one time. Threshold for one time. Let me see this. Okay. Threshold at least minimum 2 you must give this. Minimum 2 must. This will work no problem this time, but it may takes time to come on now. Why it's taking time, I'll look into this. Okay. Anyways, that's working fine. You guys can be trying to out network load balancer settings and what are the options we have and what is the classic load balancer. Both are same. There's no difference for this. Okay. And checking for the listeners options and read the couple of documents about the like, setting up the if any unwanted page will come. You can set it up like as for not page not found or something bad request or something like that. Using the listeners, you can set it up.
We can use for that network also, right, Madhu?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Network load balancer also. And I'll try to explain for network load balancer also for next class. Is the fine. Like most of even I never touched the network load balancer in my real experience. I use for only application load balancer. Even I show one time for real application also. Not this time. Like some other time. Okay. May takes time, guys. Okay, you guys can go ahead. Okay. Fine. See you on next class, guys. Bye.
Okay, Madhu. Bye.